Welcome to my gned230 presentation. One of the most striking ideas in Steger's book is his definition of globalization as a complex and interconnected set of processes. Steger wrote in his book that globalization refers to a multidimensional set of social processes that create, multiply, stretch, and intensify worldwide social interdependencies and exchanges. This definition stood out to me because it showed me that globalization isn't just about money or trade. Steger points out that it also includes social, cultural, and political parts. This helped me see it as something much bigger. It made me think about how different places in the world are connected in deeper ways than I realized before, and how local events can link to things happening far away. Another idea that felt especially significant is Steger's discussion of how globalization affects identity formation. He noted in his book, globalization brings with it the possibility of new forms of identity that transcend place-based loyalties, but it also triggers strong reactions that reaffirm local identities. This stood out to me because it shows why globalization can make people more open to the world while also making others hold tighter to their national or local identity. Seeing this tension helped me understand real events like the rise of nationalist movements or people trying to bring back certain cultural traditions, which often happen because of global pressures. One discussion forum post that stood out to me was the Week 10 contribution about the Americanization of global culture. The student in this forum post argued that American influence has both positive and negative effects, noting how brands like Starbucks spread globally and shape consumer habits. They mentioned how Starbucks merchandise, such as city-specific mugs or seasonal items, create a sense of community while also reinforcing an endless cycle of consumerism. I found this post intriguing because it connects directly to Steger's argument that cultural globalization is often accompanied by the global diffusion of American consumer culture. Another discussion forum post that I found particularly engaging was the Week 13 reflection on the future of globalization, especially the students' focus on artificial intelligence and the likelihood of future global crises. The student argued that AI will become an even more dominant force over the next 20 years, potentially replacing jobs and weakening everyday critical thinking skills. Although they shifted away from discussing AI in depth, their broader point that rapid technological change will reshape global society connects strongly with Steger's discussion of technological forces as major drivers of globalization. Steger notes that technological change accelerates global flows and expands the reach of social interconnections at unprecedented speeds, which aligns with the students' concern about the increasingly pervasive role of AI in everyday life. Before this course, I thought globalization was mainly about trade agreements and global markets. After reading Steger and discussion with peers, I now see globalization as a much broader, multidimensional process involving culture, identity, politics, technology, and communication. I also better understand how globalization can simultaneously create opportunity and inequality, connection and tension, unity and fragmentation. Some future topics I want to explore regarding Steger and globalization is digital globalization, especially the role of algorithms in shaping global communication, environmental globalization and how climate change governance requires worldwide cooperation, migration and diaspora studies, particularly how identity forms in transnational spaces. The future of global governance, especially in relation to nationalism and geopolitical rivalry. The reason those are the topics I want to explore regarding globalization is because these topics seem crucial for understanding how globalization will evolve over the next few decades. Thank you for watching my presentation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for my next discussion.